All right, here we go. We got our 5 cameras going. What do we have anyway? I forget. That one, I forget what that one is, and I forget what that one is. Huh? Who knows? Can I still buy Macy's this week? Dave, well, let's take a look at Macy's right now, Dave. See what you think. Macy's. Ooh, before we do, I found this one this afternoon. It was kind of interesting. MPW. Okay, they got their dividend coming up pretty soon. It was a very cheap stock, only $4. I had like $1,500 just sitting around, and I didn't want to let it just sit there, so I had to find something. So I found this one right here, MPW. Now it was on. What list is it on? I forget which list it's on. Yep. Okay, it's on my 100-year-old stock list. Companies that have some consistency to them and have been around for a while. Did a little bit of reconfiguring in the room. Still, this TV is so freaking big. I have to put the cameras way back there, and every time I want to take a look at one of the questions, I got to walk all the way up here. All right, so we're going to take a look at Macy's after we take a look at this one. Check it out, but MPW, Medical Properties REITs. Now, I usually don't do REITs, but this one gave me a halfway decent premium, and it was like $4. And what was it again? $4.30. So I said, why the hell not? So, got me a couple of percentage. Because it was either that or just let the money sit there. And I don't like to have money to sit around. All right, well, that being said, let's take a look at it. A year ago, we're at $8.63. Check out the high right here. See, first thing I always want to take a look at is where's the high of the year? Where is the low of the year? Where was it a year ago? Okay, you can't even see that damn thing. Where was it a year ago, and where is it now? That's a big ass. It's a big ass TV. Macy's. Corinne was the lead shoe sale person. Well, how are you, Miss Jacqueline? I'm enjoying the nice warm weather down here in Florida by myself, you big boob. You know what I'm talking about. Anyway, so yeah, here we are a year ago. Here's the high. Here's the low right here, and this is where we are today, 428. Okay, so let's look at the last 90 days. The last 90 days, we have the 90-day bottom. Check it out. The 90-day bottom right there. Okay, that's the bottom. Here's the top right here. And here's where we are now. Okay, so let's see how good this thing looks. It's going to take me a while to get all the bugs out of this system. I really don't like the Facebook camera. It's not, 100%. Want to buy some Starbucks? What option looks good to you? All right, we're going to take a look at Starbucks in a little bit. Let me write it down. Got my book. I'm just going to find a piece of paper, a pencil to write down so don't go anywhere. You gotta be kidding me. Gotta be a freaking pen around here somewhere. Got it. Got my pen. Sorry, guys. Got my pen. So this is going to take a while to get used to because we're just setting up this room. And the cameras. I got a really cool camera that actually follows me around. And that one, hopefully, I'll get working sometime this week because I don't know how to use technology. It's one of those things you plug it in. It's supposed to follow you everywhere you go. All right, we're good. Is that Instagram over there? That could be Instagram over there. I don't know. But I know there's YouTube over here, Facebook there, TikTok there. That could be Instagram there. Could be why it wasn't working. Wow. Oh, Starbucks. There you go. S-Bucks. All right, so we're going to take a look at S-Bucks. Hey, Doc's back again. All right, so let's look at the last 30 days for this. All right, 30 days ago, okay, we opened up at $4.10. Check it out. 30 days ago right here. Here's our high, and here's our bottom right here. So this bottom there, top's there, comes down, goes back up, and she pulls back here. All right, so she could probably go back to some more, but it's only a $3 stock. Is it really that big a deal? Yep, it is the Instagram. Okay, so I do have Instagram working today. Alrighty. So we got YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. Mikey G. How you doing there, Mikey G? What was that? 10x charting. Well, just let me know if I'm doing things right, 10x charting, because, you know, I could be doing things wrong for all I know. All right, so let's take a look at the numbers. Before that, let's take a look at what does it normally do based on historical performance. Seasonality, there we go. This time of year, look at this, we're coming up with that little jump up right there. Okay, the blue is this year, okay, and the red represents 10-year average. What it does, basically it's going to go sideways. You are great, my friend. Well, thank you for that. Don't say it too much, because it might go to my head. I got an ego issue. Okay, so back to standard. Okay, the last 30 days. Here we go. So we're at 428. So what did I buy this one at today? MPW. There it is, MPW. Okay, so I bought MPW at 432, and I sold the 4s, and I got 2% on that. That was cool. Okay. All right, so I got 4%. I got 2% on that one. All right, now it's at 432 at the moment. If I buy it at 4, okay, see that number right over here? If I buy it at 4, I can sell the 4 at 40 cents. That'd be 440. So I'll only be making 8 cents. But 8 cents is 2% on a $4 stock. Sound to me a lightning bolt. Well, thank you for that. That was nice of you. Okay, so now let's take a look at Macy's, because somebody mentioned whether or not they should jump into Macy's. No, I like Macy's. I do. Okay, Macy's is one of those companies. I'll just keep buying it over and over and over again. So I get 2 to 3% every single week, and I'm perfectly okay with that. He is such a nice man. I have no idea who you guys are talking about. But okay. I'm going to take it as a compliment and put my chair out of the way. I actually have a chair that I can sit down in, but, you know, I like to move around. I've always wanted to be able to move around. So now I have this new camera. It kind of like pivots and watches me. So I'm going to put that like right here in front of me so I can walk around. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I definitely have to get another Facebook camera because that one's crappy. All right. That being said, Macy's. Let's take a gander at it. Okay. Here we are a year ago. Here's our high. Here's our low a year ago. And here's where we are now, 1940. Okay, I like Macy's at 1940. Why not? Right? So at 1948, so the bid is 1926 and the ask is 1928. Okay, so if I wanted to buy it tomorrow morning, I'm going to pay $19.48. And if I sell the $19.48, check that out. $19.50, making 34 cents per share. Now, 34 cents, you know what? Let's just get the calculator up and see what that is. Okay, clear. Okay, 34 cents a share, and it's they can divide it by 1948. 1948. 1 3/4. That's 1.74. Okay, close to 1 3/4. 1.74%. All right, that's Macy's. 1.74%, and that's for 3 days: Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Okay, that's just 3 days. Then you can always roll it into next week and grab another 2%. But here's the question: you have to ask yourself. Now I tell you guys this all the time. Can't see the whole chart. Actually, this right here, this is being live broadcast on YouTube. Okay, so you can go to YouTube, watch on your big screen TV, grab out some popcorn, get a pad of paper, take notes, have your phone in your lap so you can listen to what I'm saying, and have the charts right behind you on the big screen TV. Okay, because it's on YouTube Live right now, which is kind of cool because I got kind of like get my own TV station for a while, for what, an hour, 2.5 hours? So coming to you live on YouTube, 2.5 hours every night from 9 to 11:30. I'm gonna have to figure out some kind of I don't know. I have to figure out how to use the software so that way I'm actually on the screen also, other than just all this. But yeah, I understand it's hard to see the whole chart because this is a big freaking TV. Okay, now the TV that I've been using before was a smaller TV, and I would just sit down on my couch and I just go like this, and I was just wasn't that big. You get the whole screen in there. You don't need to see the whole chart. Just listen to Jimmy. Well, thank you there, Jacqueline. Hey, Jen, how are you doing? Nice to see you here, Jen. Coming out of the closet tonight? All right, so let's go take a look at Macy's. All right, so that's what the 90-day chart, that's what the numbers look like. I can buy it tomorrow morning at 1948. I can sell the 1950s, which is less than what I paid for it. So if I'm buying it at 1948 and I'm selling it for 1950, and I'm collecting 34 cents, all right, that's 1 3/4% for the week. That's like for 3 days. Okay, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. All right, last 90 days. Well, let's go through the numbers. A year ago, we opened up at 1558. We got that double bottom in mid-October and mid-November at 1054. Finished out the year at 1940. Okay, the last 90 days. Well, this is roughly 90 days. 1882. Okay, here's your 90-day high. Here's your 90-day low. Okay, 90-day high, 90-day low. Right? She goes up. She comes down, up, down, up, down, up, down, and up. Look where we are now. Okay, so you have a 30-day high here, 30-day bottom. So let's take a look at the 30 days. All right, check it out. Last 30 days. Over here, 30 days. Goes up, 30-day high, right there, right around. What the hell day is that? On the 20th, on the 11th. Okay, so your 30-day high is on the 11th of April. Okay, that was like 3 or 4 weeks ago. Then she drops. And your bottom, right here, here's your 30-day bottom. And that was last Wednesday. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 days to the upside. And even though today was a down day, it still made a higher high. Okay, now I'm okay with owning Macy's. As a matter of fact, I buy Macy's all the time. Hey, check it out, Mikey over there. And Liam Gabriel's over there too on Facebook. How you guys doing? Okay, so I like it. Let's take a look at this at the seasonality because you're going to be in for a surprise here. Okay, check this out right here where we are. Okay, here's where we are right now. Okay, this was last week. Okay, where we are now. By the end of the week, we're going to be here. This is the down part. And then look, it starts going up. And it just keeps on continuing. Now, I have no problem whatsoever holding on to Macy's and taking it into the higher levels. See, you changed your setup, Jane. Yeah, Joey. Oh, Whirlpool. We'll take a look at that, WHR. I'm actually down in Florida at my son's house. Okay. What do you think about spiders, Mara? Sean, if you've been here long enough, Sean, I don't do the spiders. Spiders don't pay dividends. And if it goes down, I don't get anything. Okay, I want to be safe and I want to be secure and I don't want to put any of my money at risk. And if I do put my money at risk, I want to at least make sure that I'm getting consistently higher and higher dividends. Okay? ACS. All right, Miss Jacqueline wants to be invited. Well, Miss Jacqueline, if you want to be invited, you gotta send me your phone number so I can give you a call. S-Bucks, Brian. We're going to take a look at that in a little bit. Yep, we got S-Bucks right here. Starbucks is on the list. Okay, let's finish up with Macy's. Now, I do have Macy's in several accounts. Okay, like I told you guys, I have 6 accounts. I only share 2 of them with you guys. ASC. Roderick, you're new here. Roderick, ASC. Yeah. Okay, who came up with ASC? All right, Roderick. ASC, check it out. This is right here is what's called monthly options. Okay, now there's only, really, you did not find me before, and you really All right, Jacqueline. Let's not split hairs. Okay. Okay. This is a monthly options. What does that mean? That means there's one option every single month. If they pay a dividend, I don't know, if they pay a dividend, they might pay once per quarter, every 90 days. If they have options, yeah, I see you, Roderick. Pepe, you want to go BC? BC. Now, Roderick, okay, well, it's a no also. Okay, Pepe, another no. Now, why don't I like monthly options? Well, here's the reason why I don't like monthly options. Because monthly options have 12 opportunities per year. That means I can collect 12 checks per year doing the monthly options. 12, that's it. I'll be lucky if I get 24% return doing monthly options. It doesn't work for me. I like weekly options because it gives me a higher net on dividend. Like Kyle, I don't do SPX. Sorry. All right. We looked at Macy's. Let's look at Starbucks. SBUX. Now, I told you guys yesterday I do have Starbucks at 88. Okay, I do plan on getting Starbucks again. Oh, that's not good. But Jacqueline, give me a buzz a little bit later. All right, we'll talk about that. Sorry about Mom. Starbucks. Here we go. A year ago, we're at the high. The high for Starbucks was a year ago. The low was today, 72.50. I'm waiting for it to drop and find its actual bottom. Let's take a look a little bit deeper into Starbucks. Okay, a year ago was the high at 108.12. Finished out the year at 95.39. The last 90 days, okay, 90 days ago was just about the high. Okay, and then the bottom again was today. Yeah, I hear you, but this is not the place for this conversation, Jacqueline. You know, I'm on until 11:30. We can chat afterwards. All right, so the last 30 days. Let's take a quick gander. All right, 30 days ago. Here we are right here. Okay, sideways a little bit, and then you had this big gap down last week. The big gap down, and now we're sitting at 72.5. Now, like I said, I bought it up here at 88. Okay, I have no problem with 88. Okay, as it drops, I'm waiting for it to find its bottom before I jump in so I can dollar cost average down. Do you always pick an ATM strike? Not always. I always go by the number. What do you use for your charts? Erica, this right here is Thinkorswim, which is available from Charles Schwab. You just get an account at Charles Schwab and they'll hook you up there. What is your opinion on Lucid? We looked at Lucid last night and that was a no. How do we get into stocks? Oh, Bree, you're new here. Nice to see you there, Miss Bree. Bree, my advice is just sit, chill, relax. I'm here until 11:30. Just see what happens and see if it makes sense. Okay? That's my advice if you're new and you have no idea what's going on. Just take your time. I'm here every night between 9 and 11:30. Alrighty. So that's where we are with Starbucks. And if you want to jump in Starbucks today, you're looking at 72.44. The 73s are going for 40 cents a share, which is not 1%. Neither is this one. But it's Starbucks. There's a Starbucks in every major city. Sold Wynn slightly in the money by mistake this morning. Oh no. Better to roll or let it be? That's a tough question because I don't know where you jumped in. Okay? Recon, bullish buys right now, dividends. Okay, Recon, I really don't know what you're meaning by that statement. Okay, Quavio sold Wynn slightly in the money by mistake this morning. Better to roll or let it be. You gotta give me a little bit more details. Because yeah, I realize that they don't give you that much to work with the amount of text that they allow you to put in. But it's a little complicated. I don't quite know what your pricing is. Okay, how do you choose which strike price to go with? Earnings or wait for levels? All right, Simon, not at all. Okay, I don't do earnings. I don't do earnings at all. Right? I have 5 shares of Lucid. Alrighty. Good evening, sir. Mark Match 51. Alright, cool. Alright, so that's Starbucks. Let's get back to the list. Okay, now, I can't keep doing all these questions, especially ones that don't have anything to do with stocks. Alrighty? I'm getting acid indigestion. This is horrible. We'll try to come back. Jackie Johnson. Alright. Oh, done. Hi, James. How are you today? Well, I'm a little bit warm. Got to hang out with my grandson today. That was fun. Okay, we're doing a little bit of rearranging at my son's house. This is going to be a new broadcast for him. He's actually going to get into podcasting also. We got this big, huge TV. We're going to put a whiteboard over there, and then we have a swivel so we can swivel around. Aquaponics. What did you think would be the next penny stock if I sold Lucid? All right, Hunter, I don't do penny stocks. I really can't help you out there. SoFi does not give weekly options, I think, or dividends. I don't think I have dividends. What's your opinion on EPS? EPS. All right, Corey, I can't tell you anything about NVIDIA. I don't do that stock. They don't pay dividends. And if they do, but they're crappy. Do you choose strike price? Yes, I do. TikTok Live is much clearer and smooth. Yeah, we did a little bit of calculating on that one. That phone just turned off. Why the heck did that one turn off? Oh, that's why. Okay. That phone overheated. I forget which phone that was. That was for YouTube. Hi. Honey. Do you want to come and say hi?
No, I was looking for Jeff to tell me something.
Oh. See, people here know that you're the 10-minute trader. You just come in and say hi. No, you don't have to.
The 10-minute trader years later.
The 10-minute trader years later. You really got to sneak in there. Hi. I used to show people the video. Watch this.
She's moved on from trading, and now she's a professional hitman. Is this live?
Yeah, this is live. Yeah, thanks. Thanks, Rocco. This is the one people like. Okay, videos.
She's making a list, and she's checking it twice.
Oh, yeah, thanks.
You think you're funny.
Hi, I'm JC, and you being part of my internet website club thingy,
I had that
which my dad doesn't like me calling that, but I do.
so long.
Being part of that, you're going to be getting
Okay, so we
weekly
have
lists
Instagram
of
here,
stocks that I'll be trading,
TikTok here,
and every
Facebook
month
here,
you're
and
getting
YouTube just
4
turned
lists of
off.
stocks that you can choose from that'll help you get the best return on your money.
Maybe you died.
No, it just overheated.
List number 1 is stocks that are paying out each year.
Easy, 1 trade a month.
Yeah,
Who can't do it?
that's me 12 years ago.
Bump it up a little bit. Let's do 2 trades a month. 20 days. 20 days in the month of January.
I don't know
do
what
2.
you were chit-chatting
One
about.
every 10
but
days.
they are going
Okay, so you get 2
Yep.
January, 2 February, 2 March.
Thanks.
Blah, 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 blah. 24 for the whole year. And if you get at least 2%, that's
You were famous
20%
once.
a year.
I have 100 shares of
50% per
Walmart.
year. That's cool.
We'll take a look at Walmart in a little bit.
This is James.
I gotta turn that off. It's still playing in the background. All right. All right, we're working. Let me answer some of these questions. An example, I have invested 100,000. I should end the year with 150. Dave, that's pretty cool. It is. Good for you. I missed some of these questions. Oops. Just give me your money and you're going to trade. Yeah, that ain't gonna happen. Your favorite weekly dividend. That's correct. My favorite weekly dividend is going to be Macy's. Macy's, Nordstrom's. Yeah, I got to hang out with Maverick today. He was fun. He's actually being able to talk with a body by himself. Would you be able to get dividends on Robinhood? Yes, you will, Hunter. Let me say hi. Yeah, she's a little bit shy. Maybe she'll come in. Oh, look at that. Poppy gave me that. Thank you there, buddy. Hello, Mrs. Temperature. Yeah, she's a little shy. You never know. All right, Dave, I'm not 100% sure what you mean by this. Okay, if I invested 150, I should end up. Oh, yeah, you should. You should. Hypothetically speaking. Now, Dave, you're new here because I would remember Dave 99. Okay. Now, what we're doing here is a safe, predictable, consistent 1% per week. Now, you saw my daughter when she was 9 years old in 2008. That was like 12 years ago. Wait a minute. That's 16. Wait a minute, 2008. 16 years ago. Holy cow. I'm getting old. All right. So anyway, when she was 9 years old, she wanted to learn how to do trading because that's what I was doing. So I had to be, for a 9-year-old, it had to be simple, it had to be safe, it had to be predictable, consistent, and in no way she could lose. That's always the good one, no way she could lose. So here's the thing. That's the 5 criteria I had to come up with in order for it to be, for her to be able to trade like Daddy does. Now, rule number 1. Now this is very important. Never buy something you don't want to hold long term because you just might have to. That's number 1. Number 2, never sell for a loss. Kind of defeats the purpose. Number 3, make sure the company has 20 years or more of increased dividends. Because if and when the stock goes down, you want to be reassured so you get higher and higher dividends every year. So more and more money every year because they pay increasing dividends. And number 5, make sure the numbers work. What do I mean by the numbers? I mean these numbers right over here. If I'm buying it at 72.44, let's not look at that one because that one's not giving us the money. Let's go look at Macy's because that one is giving us the money. All right. If I can buy it at 1948, I can sell it to someone for 1950, which is more than what I just paid for it, right? Okay, that strike price, that is called a covered call. When you buy the stock, sell the option, okay? This you collect a premium. The premium is my cash that goes to me directly, instantaneously. So, this example right here, I think it was 1.75%. That's more than 1% per week. Now, I average 1% or more every single week. It just happens that this year is freaking crazy. It's more than 1% this year, 1% per week. So, Dave, yeah, the question is, the answer to your question, if you have $100,000 and you invest it all every week, week after week. Now, Dave, if you come here, okay, up to the bio, right here, top left-hand corner, you see my picture right there. You click on my bio, you find out information about me. You click on that link that will take you to the 10-Minute Trader. Okay, this is my website. See all these trades right here behind me? These are all the trades I made this year. Okay, look right here, Kohl's. I bought Kohl's, $24.96. Where did I sell Kohl's? I sold Kohl's, the 25.50s for 16 cents. I did Nordstrom's, New York City Bank. Oh, remember that one? Nordstrom's right here. I bought it $17.25. I sold the 17.50s for 23 cents. That's more than 1% also. I mean, you can check out all my trades. Okay, I'm up over 25% for the first quarter alone. All right, let's get out of there. Let's get back to some trading. This one right here. All right. So the idea, ultimately, is find a good set of stocks. Now, out of the the reason why I know this number is we looked last Monday. We actually looked last Monday. There's 9,503 companies that increased their dividends. So, sorry. 9,503 companies available to invest in the stock market. We checked out that number last Monday. I missed that one. Yep, I know that. That's true. All right. Sorry, Jack. Okay, pain. Do you have to have 100 shares of the underlying selling option? Yeah. Pay me. You have to have 100 shares for one contract, 200 shares, 2 contracts, 300 shares, 3 contracts, so on and forth. What do you think about NOI? Now, we looked at that the other day. All right. Pay me. So, what exactly is a covered call? You buy the stock, you also sell the option. Yes, pay me. Okay, I buy 100 shares of a company. If I wanted to buy Macy's and I buy 100 shares, let's just do one real quick. Okay, let's go right here. And let's do a covered call right here, the 1950, right there we go. All right. All right, here's the trade right here. Okay, I'm going to sell 10 contracts, Macy's, 10 May 24. That's this Friday. Okay, the 19.5 call strike. Okay, at the market. Okay, first thing in the morning. It's going to fill first thing in the morning. I'm also going to buy 1,000 shares because I need 1,000 shares in order to sell 10 contracts. And that's going to be at the market also. So let's hit confirm and send. All right, now, this pops up right here. This is the window. This is the actual trade. All right, buy 10 covered call, 10 covered Macy's, 100, those are the weeklies, 10 May 24. That expires this Friday, okay, at the market. Now, here's my maximum profit, $470. So I'm going to pull up my calculator. Okay, my maximum profit is $470. Whoops, $70. Okay, now, if this is my profit here, my investment is right there. Okay, $19,030. $19,030. All right, now I will hit equals 2.46%. That's for 3 days. Okay, if I buy it first thing in the morning, I'm buying it at 1948. I can sell somebody the covered call, the 1950s, and I can collect $470 for 10 contracts. Now that 10 contracts is going to cost me $19,000. Okay, that's too much money. Let's pull it back a little bit. Let's bring that back. Let's get out of there. Let's do just 500 contracts. Okay, so 5 contracts. So I'm buying 500 shares and I'm selling 5 contracts. Let's see what that looks like. Okay, come over here, hit confirm and send. Okay, so now I'm only making $235, but it's only cost me $9,500. All right, so let's bring up the calculator again. Clear that. $235 is my profit, divided by the purchase price, $95.15. And my profit is, oh, look at that. It's the exact same profit, 2.46%. Okay, the numbers don't really change. If I did 100 shares, my profit is still going to be 2.46%. Okay, so if I did, what is it? 20 contracts, I did 100 contracts. It doesn't really matter how many I do, how much money I have. Okay, this is costing me $9,500. Okay, for 500 shares. Now, if I did 1,000 shares, it was going to be 18,000. Okay, so the numbers are still the same. It's still 2.5%, or just a smidge below 2.5%. Okay, let's get out of there. All right. All right, so that's Macy's. What other questions are you looking at? Buy good companies, sell insurance for them to other people, also known as covered call. Basically, that's about right, yeah. So what exactly is a covered call? You buy the stock, and you sell the option against it. Yes, it's called a covered call. Hey, Fascinating Football Videos is here. Oh, you want to take a look at Paramount? Sure. Uh-oh. I missed some. All right, here we go. How many stocks are you underwater on that you have to hold longer term until they come back above here. Well, Spence. There's always someone who wants to pick on me about something. Now, the longest I've ever held on to anything is 9 months. Now, I do have AEO, which is American Eagle Outfitters, and I bought that in the beginning of April. So I've only had it for 6 weeks. Okay? I really don't mind 6 weeks. It's American Eagle Outfitters. I don't mind. Able model. I got rid of that one this morning. Lowe's. I bought that the second week of April. So I've only had that one for 4 weeks. Okay. Macy's. I buy Macy's every I buy Macy's every quarter. Look at this. Okay. I bought it April 1st, 1,900 shares. I bought April 4th, the 400, April 10th, another 600, April 10th, another 600, April 25th, and then this week, was that last week? Oh, last Friday, I sold the 19.5s. I sold the 19.5s for 56 cents a share. Okay, so let's pull up the calculator on that one. Okay, hold on. Macy's. 37 contracts at 56 cents a share for the 19.5s. Okay, clear that. 56 cents a share for the 19.5s. 19.5, and that comes to a grand total of 2.8% for this week on Macy's. So I just showed you Macy's at 2.4, 2.5, or what it was a minute ago. I got 2.8 last week. So why wouldn't I keep buying Macy's? So yeah, I've had Macy's for a while, but I'm making over 2% every week on Macy's. So I have no desire whatsoever to get rid of it. All right. That being said, and Win W. Oh wait, what is it? What the hell is this one? Marathon. I got that on the 29th. Was that 3 weeks ago? And then Win. I bought that this week. So yeah, I don't have that much that I've been carrying over. A month and a half, long term. Really? That's only 6 weeks. It means I collected 6 premiums. Okay, 6 premiums and the dividend. Okay, so week 1 premium, week 2 premium, week 3 premium and dividend. Then you get week 4, week 5, week 6. So I've collected 6 premiums and 1 dividend on those. What stock was that again? On those stocks that I bought back in April. I got no problem with that whatsoever. You start Mac, man, not Dr. Phil. Thank you. We talk, Dave from that. Hey, Dave. I'm sorry, Dave. There's so many people out there that I don't really know. Because when I talk to people on the phone, I don't know that your name is Dave 99. Anyway, Pepe, you didn't check BC? Yes, I did. Pepe. It was really quick. BC. See? BC is a monthly. That's a no. Now, Pepe, why is BC a no? Well, there's 12 months in a year. And if I can only get one option check every month, that means I'm only getting 12 for the year. Why would I do that? If I do weeklies, I get 52. How many times per month Macy's pays dividends? Macy's pays dividend once every 90 days, once per quarter. They have weekly options available. Okay, so once you own the stock, you could do anything you want with it. Okay, if I bought it, that's AT&T. Okay, let's go Macy's right here. All right. April 1st, see, here's how many times I bought it. April 1st, I bought 1,900 shares at $19.88. Okay, I dollar cost averaged the very next week at $18.55. Okay, then I bought some more at $19.49, bought some more at $19.78, I bought some more at $18.50, then I bought some more at $18.48. So now I have 3,700 shares. All right, and my average price is $19.50. Okay, so I sold the 1950 for 56 cents a share. That's 2.5% for this week, just for Macy's. Now I have no problem whatsoever having Macy's. Now, if I don't sell it this week, I will carry it into next week. Okay, when Friday comes, so I don't know what I'm going to do until Friday comes. Why? Well, because Friday the options expire. These 37 contracts that I sold. Okay, right? I sold them at 56. Right now they're worth 37. So this is one of the few places where you can do things backwards. You can sell something you don't own and then buy it later, because you have to buy it and then you can sell it. But in the stock market, you can sell it and then buy it. But it's still the same equation. Okay, the difference between what you paid for it and what you sell it for. Even if you do it backwards, okay, what you buy it for, what you sell it for. All right, that's the equation. All right, so if I sell it for 56 cents and I buy it back for 37, the difference is my profit. Now I'm going to let this expire to zero, because as each day passes, the closer we get to 4 o'clock Friday afternoon, this thing is losing time value. Now, time value is the value that's built into an option. And a weekly option, you have 5 days of time value if I do it from Monday to Friday. All right? Hope that answered your question. Okay, so that being said, where are we now? All right, so let's go through more questions. Happy I did. How many times a week? Yep, 4 times a year. 4 times a year. Thanks, you're welcome. Do you make? I didn't get that question. I did check BC. I'm missing some of these questions. Sorry, guys. The questions go so fast. Do you make money when someone else makes money while using your con, or do you make the same money when they buy your con? Hey, I have no idea what you're talking about, dude. How far down? How far out do you sell? But all goes on the all depends on the numbers. Okay. Now, like I showed you, I'm into it at 1958. That's what my average cost is, 1958. I sold the 1950s. All right. Now, next week we'll see if the stocks go up and the stocks go down. What if Macy's goes down? Oh, Richard, that's a good question. Okay, remember the 5 rules? Oh, dude, we're gonna reboot. There's only like 57 people here. Let's reboot and we'll jump back in a couple seconds. Ooh. No, why did did this one turn off? Dividends per cash flow. All right, let's see if we can go a little bit forward. A little bit quicker. Rob, Grace, Robert. How you guys doing tonight? Rob. Interesting name. What, see, I don't know what this is. Ivy, hi honey, how are you? Kenny Lamb, how you doing? User guy, 60 guy, barrel burner. Holy 60 guy, love it. You wave to 60 guy. All right, Abe, how you doing? All right, see, we didn't have a lot of people last time. Okay, 56. I like to have over 100 people, so we gotta get the numbers up. Dow Reiner. Hammer time. Ooh, I like that. It's hammer time. All right. DK, what if the stock goes down before it expires? That's a good question. That's all stocks do. Check it out. Okay? Check out the chart right here. It goes up, it goes down. 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 Then it goes way down. Then it goes up, then it goes down. Then it goes up. That's all it does. It goes up, it goes down. All right? If you're going to hold on to it and never sell it at a loss, never sell at a loss. Okay? So you hold on to it for a little longer. The longest I've ever held on to anything is 9 months. The longest I've held on to anything this year so far is 11 weeks. So I have American Eagle Outfitters. All right, so I've had it for 6 weeks. Big deal. I don't really care. Hey, Timothy Davis, how are you doing? Okay, that works. So just remember, never buy something you don't want to hold long term. If you're worried about it going down, if that's your concern, you shouldn't be buying it. Stocks don't do anything but go up and then they go down. They go up. Let me move over this side so you can see it better. They go up, they go down. They go up, they go down. They go up, they go down. That's all they do. Okay, look at this. It came down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. And that's all they do. So if you buy it at a certain time, let me zoom into the 90 days. 30 days, here we go. 30 days right there. Okay, so this is Macy's at 30 days, all right? 30 days ago, she was way over here. She opened up at 1840, somewhere in that area, right there. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 days to the high, okay, $20.50. Then what happens when it gets to a 30-day high? You have profit taking. That's exactly what happened. And then it got down to a certain point, and then there's you and me. We are the buyers and the sellers. We buy, we sell. That's what we do. It gets down to a certain point, you say, wait a minute, that's a little too low, so I'm going to buy it. Oh, wait a minute, that's a little too high. Let me take some profits. Oh, now, oh, wait a minute, that's too low. Oh, now it's too high. That's all we do, all day long, over and over and over again. Oh, you like that, Guns N' Roses? Yeah, don't even bother. Okay? The reason why I say that, it's not the same Axl Rose. Okay? They say it's Axl Rose, but no, it's not. That was not Axl Rose. Didn't look like him, didn't sound like him, didn't move like him. Okay, everybody knows those songs. Anyone can get out there, you know, blonde hair, you know, he's a lot chunkier than the original Axl Rose. Whatever. I was disappointed to say the least. Okay, so if you're worried the stock goes down, don't do it. Because that's all they ever do. Have you ever seen a stock chart that didn't go up and didn't go down? Never. Everything goes up, everything goes down. That's just all there is to it. Alright, YouTube camera froze because it overheated. Alright, so you gotta watch out for that. Alright, and that's much better. It's 125 people. That's a lot better than 60. Yeah, anytime she gets down to 60, I'm gonna reboot. I mean, it's just, you know, there's enough people out there to want to see, so let's do that. Okay, so that was Macy's. Let's go next on the list. BMY, Bristol Myers Squibb. All right, Bristol Myers Squibb. Yeah, don't forget to like, share, follow, all that kind of nice, neat, fun stuff. BMY, Bristol Myers Squibb. BMY. 4404. Not quite there. Check it out. The bid, 43.98. The ask, 4404. Okay, the 44 is only going for 34 cents. What is that, 0.75%? Okay, not bad if you want 0.75%. But I like 1%. All right, 1%, safe, secure, predictable, consistent, all that kind of nice stuff. You guys heard it all before. Okay, that's what I want. Okay, unfortunately, I mean, it's a good time to buy it. Look, it's going to go down. It's at the bottom. Check it out. Check out the chart. Okay, check it out. Your 30-day high way over here. Okay, she comes down, goes back up a little bit, comes down, goes back up a little bit, comes down. Here's your 30-day bottom. 4 days ago. 2 days to the upside. Actually, 3 days to the upside. Nice time to jump in, but it's not making 1%. All right, so if it's not making 1%, why would I jump into it? Okay, there's the question. Why would I jump into it if it's not making 1%? Is what it is. All right, that being said, next on the list, MRO, Marathon. We already looked at Marathon. Well, we didn't look at Marathon today. MRO. 2705. Check it out. The bid, 2705. That's what I can buy for tomorrow morning. The 27 is going for 29 cents. You take 5 cents off of that, you're at 22. Not quite 1%, just a smidge under. Because right now, you have the bid, 27, the ask, 2705. Okay? You're losing 5 cents if you sell the 27s. It's going for 29. You take 5 cents off of that, then you're only getting 24 cents, which is just below. That's like 0.98%. You're just a tiny bit below 1% on that one. Amazon's a no. Sorry, Zia. Okay, AMZN. Okay, let's check out AMZN. AMZN. Okay, now, like I said before, screen here. The screen here is live broadcast on YouTube. If you can't see the numbers, if you can't see, go to YouTube on either your television, because it's live on TV, okay? If you go to YouTube on TV, you'll be able to see this chart right now that I'm showing you. If not, on your computer, your laptop, whatever. Amazon, let's see what kind of dividends Amazon paying. Oh, look at that. Dividend yield, nothing. Dividend date, nothing. Why would I buy a stock that doesn't pay dividends? Okay, so here's the question. Why would I buy Amazon if they're not going to share in the profits? Okay, to me, it just doesn't make sense. Why would I do that? Which one is good nowadays? Why indeed? Thanks, Scott. I'm glad you agree with me. So, looking at ASO for Gary. All right, Gary, ASO. Academy Sports. Okay, interesting. ASO. They have a dividend. Cool. All right, I feel a little bit bad about that, Gary. Okay, now this is going to qualify under those "what were you thinking" categories. What do I mean by that? All right, for some strange reason, you may have bought this. Why else would you ask me to take a look at it? I'm taking a look at it. What I'm seeing is 0.76% yield. That's not even 1% for the year. Why would you buy a stock that only shares a dividend of not even 1% for the whole year? You're tying up a big chunk of your money for less than 1% for the whole year. I'm showing you how to get 1% per week. All right, so personally, I don't like it. Let's see historical data. How often have they increased their 1% yield? Dividends only. Okay. Yeah, dude, check it out. The first dividend they paid, March 2022, 8 cents. Okay, 2023, they went up. 2024, they went up. Okay, they're in year number 3. Okay, I'm not going to take a look at this thing for another 17 years. Sorry, it just doesn't fit the parameter. Out of the 9,503 companies available in the stock market that you can invest in, you pick this? I don't tell people what to do. Really, I don't. If you pick this, there's a reason why you did it. I have no idea why you did it. That comes under the category of what were you thinking? Okay, see, you get to a certain point, you're like, oh, 376, yes, Scott, you saw that one? Fine indeed. Yeah, I'm going to do a video series like, what were you thinking? Tesla's a no, Zia. Okay, Tesla is the same as Amazon. They do not share their profits. So that is a no. Okay, I don't do companies that don't share the profits. Okay, there are 2 different companies. One will share profits and one will not share profits. They take the profits and they put it back into the company for capital appreciation. I'm not interested in capital appreciation. Why? Well, because I'm 60 years old. I'm retired. I don't want to sit around waiting for a stock to move up in order for me to live off of those proceeds. I assume that 1% per week, safe, predictable, consistent 1% per week, that allows me to live comfortably. Yes, IBM does share. IBM's a great company. Let's take a look at IBM. 168.38. Yeah, unfortunately, it's going to be a no. Okay, don't get me wrong. Love IBM. Every once in a while, IBM will give 1%, but they're not doing it this week. Okay, 168.98 means I'll be looking at the 167s. They don't have a 167, but the 167.50 is going for $1.14. Okay, I'm selling it for less than I paid for it and still getting less than 1%. Sorry. Macy's is good. I like Macy's. All right, let's take a look at Nordstrom's. JWN. I like Nordstrom's too. JWN. $19.90. Oh, look at that. Okay. I can buy it at $20.17. Ah, crap. The last trade was $19.90. The bid, $19.25. The ask, $20.17. Now, this one usually gives a really nice premium, but you can't judge by these numbers. Look at the spread between the $19.25 and the $20.17. 75 and 17 is 80, 90, 93 cents. That's a 93 cent spread. There's usually a 1 cent or 2 cent spread when the market's open. That way you can get better numbers, because these numbers are going to change when the market opens first thing tomorrow morning. Sheesh. All the big money doesn't share. Go figure. Could be. You never know. Hey, we got 4 people over here on YouTube. How you guys over there on YouTube? Okay, so we got YouTube there, Facebook here, TikTok there, Instagram there, and then another YouTube down here. Okay, so there's 2 YouTube channels. One is picture of me with the screen, and the other one is just the screen. Okay, just the screen alone is on YouTube. All right, so that being said, Nordstrom, I would wait until the morning to see what these numbers look like. Because at the market right here, the very last traded price, $19.90, the 20s is going for 25 cents. That's over 1%. Hello, sir. 401k up 23%. Cool beans. Not 100% sure what that means, but you know, is what it is. Jibble away. Jibble away. Cool beans. How you doing over there on Instagram? Alrighty. So let's keep progressing forward. I wonder if this is going to reach. Will that reach all the way over? What do you get, buddy? What are you doing here for the battery? You know what? I'm not even going to worry about it. Here's what it is. I'll get it figured out. Still getting the kinks out. Still getting the kinks out. All right, next on the list, let's take a look at AEO. Oh, yeah, okay, let's take a look at AEO, considering I already have it. Somebody brought it up yesterday. 24.49. Okay, 24.49. Look at the last price, 24.26. The bid, 24.05. The ask, 24.49. All right, so if I buy it at 24.49, the 24.50s go for 24 cents. That's just a smidge below 1%. But then you ask, yeah, I get that, landscape exec. I'm glad that your 401k is up. That is just 1%. Okay? Well, it's just a tiny, it's like 0.99. Okay, so it's 0.99, so you're just barely breaking 1%. All right, but do you have to like Nordstrom? Let's take a look at the chart. Okay, take a look at this. Ready? Here we go. A year ago, here we are. Okay, the bottom a year ago, the top a couple of weeks ago. Well, it was last month, a couple of months ago. Okay, down, up, down, up. Love it. I love movements like that. Okay, so let's take a look at the actual numbers. A year ago today, we opened up at 1338. The bottom of the year was $9.95. Heck, kids in high school can afford $9.95 to buy shares in Nordstrom's. American Eagle Outfitters, sorry. The high of the year, 2640, and that was the beginning of March. All right, so the last 90 days. 90 days ago, check it out, 90 days ago, the 90-day bottom, way down here. Okay, she shoots up, finds that high, pulls back, then shoots back up again, pulls back, now it's shooting back up again. A little bit of a pullback. That's all they do, okay? Well, what happens if the stock goes down? Well, stocks always go down. Then they go up, oh, look at this, and then they go down again. That's all they do. They go up, they go down. That's it. If you're expecting them to come over your house and make your bed and leave your little candies on your pillow, it ain't going to happen. They go up, they go down. Hey, Secretariat, Nordstrom is on your radar for next week. I sense a small further decline here. Well, by looking at the chart, so do I. Sound earnings, yeah, Jonathan, no. Sound does not have 20 years of increased dividends. Sorry. How much money you got? Not as much as some and more than others. Alrighty, so that being said, let's take a look at the last 30 days. Okay, look at this, 30 days ago. 30-day high, followed a 30-day bottom within a week and a half. Went up, pulled back, went up, pulled back, went up, pulled back, went up, pulled back. That's where we are, 24.26. What is it going to do the next couple of weeks? Don't know. You have your high up here and you have your low down here. Okay? It looks like it's going to go lower. But you know what? I'm perfectly okay with where it is. How much you made today? I really don't know. Okay? Now, Richard, I buy my stocks on Monday. The options expire on Saturday. So, Saturday afternoon, okay, I'll take a look at my account and it will even itself out and tell me how much money I have to invest next week and how much money I made this week. I won't know that number until Saturday. Can I start trading with $1,000? Well, yes, you can. But, school of thoughts, my suggestion would be sit back, relax, because you're new here. Sit back, relax, and see if this makes sense. Thank you. You will follow. I want to start trading. Hey, Richard, no more than welcome to join in. It's simple, it's safe, it's predictable. Okay, every company you see me bring up personally. Now, you see me go into this book every once in a while. This book is a list of stocks that you guys have me look at every night. I'm here from 9 o'clock until 11:30. That's 2.5 hours. In that time frame, you guys rattle off all these stocks. Okay? All of them. Every once in a while, I'll find one that you guys like, and I put them up here in the top left corner. I circle them, and I write them down and I circle them. I say, oh, that's a good one. I'm gonna write it down and circle it. Every once in a while, but 95% of the time, most of the stuff you guys have to look at, I'm gonna dedicate a video. I should probably do a video every week. What were you thinking? Because think about it. Seriously, think about it. You go to school, okay? You get educated. You get a job, and then you work 40 hours a week, 50 hours a week. Some people have 60, 70 hours a week. And you make a little bit of money, a little tiny nest egg, so that hopefully you'll be able to retire when you get older. And then what do? You buy stuff that makes no sense. Well, to me anyway. I like trading for, wait a second. Oh, sorry, okay, good. I'm just getting kind of, ooh, Intel. What do I think about Intel? We're going to take a look at that in a second. Which stock is better nowadays? All right, see, I really don't know you. I don't know what you're looking for. I can't just put it out in the stock and tell you what. I'm just showing you what I do. Okay? I'm just showing you what I do. Okay? You guys can figure out what you want to do. And that, in fact, I tell people, don't listen to me. What the hell do I know? I don't know anything. I'm just reading numbers. You guys give me a stock symbol, I put it up, and I take a look at the numbers, and I give you my opinion. I take a look at the charts, and I tell you how they move. 30 days ago, it was at a high. Okay? A week and a half later, it was at a 30-day bottom. She went up a little bit, she came back down again. She went up a little bit, came back down, and now we're sitting at 24.26. What does that mean? It doesn't really mean anything, unless what you think it means. There's no guarantee it's going to go up. There's no guarantee it's going to go down. There's no guarantee you're going to make money at all. But you have a couple of choices. Okay, when you retire, you're either going to spend all your money, okay, because once you stop working and the money stops coming in, you have to do something. Uh-oh. Okay, it's time to short Boeing. They are facing new problems every day. All right, I don't do shorting, sorry. Sell puts on something you're okay. Yeah, I don't sell puts, sorry. It's stock luck based. Richard, not necessarily so. Okay? Now, when I say never buy something you don't want to own, okay, that's number one. Okay? Never sell at a loss. That's number two. Number three, make sure the company has increased dividends for at least 20 years. At least this way you're reassured if the stock goes down or when the stock goes down, you're getting a higher and higher dividend every single year. Every year, higher and higher dividends. Okay? So, yeah, stocks go up, stocks go down, stocks go up, stocks go down. That's all they do. Where you make your money is knowing, oh, wait a second, the 30-day bottom was 3 or 4 days ago. All right, now it's moving up. Now it's time to jump in. What happens after a 30-day bottom? Well, after a 30-day bottom, she moves up until it gets to a point where you and I, okay, you and I, the buyers and sellers, we say, wait a second. This is American Eagle Outfitters. This is an American Eagle shirt. Okay? This is what they do. They go to concerts. They do a lot of Harley Davidson clothing. You know. So anyway, they go up, they go down. That's it. That's all they do. Just look where it is. You know, 30 days ago was the high. 3 weeks ago was the low. Okay, she went up, she got back down. Then she went way up, and then once you get to a high, what happens when you get to a high? Well, people say, wait, it's not a profit until you take it. Well, my stock went up. Well, let me sell it and grab those profits. And then when it comes back down again, to a certain point, I'll buy it again. I was implying that it is time for people to sell their Boeing shares. What's your opinion? We'll take a look at that in a second. I do tend to carry more smaller positions and stay very diversified. But follow James closely. Thank you, Secretariat. Wait, you buy calls, don't sell puts. Wait, buy calls? Okay, no, I don't sell puts. Okay, I don't buy calls. Okay, I sell calls. I buy the stock and I sell the calls. Okay, well, that's called a covered call. It is one of the safest trading strategies it is. Remember, this was created for a 9-year-old back in 2008. It had to be simple. It had to be safe. It had to be predictable. It had to be consistent, and there was no way she could lose. How can you go wrong with that 5 criteria? Okay, fine. The 5 rules. Never buy something you don't want to hold long term. Never sell at a loss. Okay? make sure there's 20 years or more of increased dividends. Because if the stock goes down, I want to make sure I'm getting some money every year. Higher and higher, as a matter of fact. Number 4, weekly options. Why? Why not monthly options? Well, monthly options only pay once a month. Weekly options pay every single week. Okay, so think about it. Would you prefer 12 checks a year, or would you prefer 52 checks a year? It's a simple question, simple math. 52 is better than 12. All right. Yeah, Boeing. What is that? That's not BO, is it? No, or is it BA, isn't it? Yeah, BA. Okay, Boeing. We all know who Boeing is. Okay, they have a big defense contract. All right, 176.55. Ooh, the 175s. I'm losing $1.50, $1.55. Yeah, I'm not so sure about that. But check out the 177.50s. If I buy it at 176.55, I can sell the 177.50s and get almost 1%. Okay? Now, let's take a look at the chart. Okay, again, those people, why buy stock? It's going to go down. Well, that's all they do. Look, it went up, it came down. 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 It went up, down. That's all they do. Okay, they're not going to come to your house, wash your car, do your dishes, vacuum your. They don't do that. They go up, they go down. That's all they do. You just got to buy it at the right time. What's the right time? Well, look at the chart. What's the 5th rule? Make sure the numbers map. Make sure the numbers work. These are the numbers and the charts. Okay, some stocks go down and then go back up. Well, then don't buy them. Okay? You name me one decent company that has increased their dividends for more than 20 years, and it's at least 50 years old. Because you can't get to 20 years of increased dividends without being at least 20 or 30 years old. It just doesn't happen. If you've made it to 20 or 30 years and you've increased your dividends consecutively every year, which one? Is the 1% your portfolio or a particular trade? It's every trade. Pickled peanuts, back again. Nice to see you. Okay, so let's do a trade just to show you. That way you get an idea. But before we do that, let's go through the numbers. Now, what do I mean by the numbers? The 5th rule, the numbers. Make sure the numbers work. Okay? If I'm buying it at 176.55 and I'm selling the 177.50s, I'm selling it for $1.77. That's over one, but that's just around 1%. Okay? Now, we already know this is 1%. So let's take a look at the chart. A year ago, we're right here, right about 195. Right? The high of the year, right here at 268. Okay, right about there. The low of the year was a couple of weeks ago, right down here, the 160 area. So it goes from 260 to 160. Okay, but here's the funny thing. All right, let's say hypothetically, you bought 1,000 shares at 260. Okay, so let's go find out what the dividend is on Boeing. Does Boeing even have a dividend? Sorry, I'm just looking up. $13th. We're going to go to historical data and then take a look what the dividend is. No dividends. Okay, so we're doing all this effort on Boeing and it's not even a contender. They don't even have dividends. You said 1% per trade, but you're making 50% on your total portfolio. That's correct. Okay, my total portfolio, take my total portfolio, I do 5 trades. 20% trade 1, 20% trade 2, 20% trade 3, 20% trade 4, 20% trade 5. That's 100% of my portfolio. Okay, Coca-Cola's in that. Coca-Cola never paid good premiums. Okay, they've increased their dividends for over 50 consecutive years. They've been in business for over 100 years, but they only pay like 0.5%. Why would I do that? But just to appease you, Coca-Cola. $62.86. $62.86. So I'm looking at the 63. The 63, 10 cents. Okay? Coca-Cola's never paid a decent premium. They don't have to. They're the number one in their field. They have market share. I you trade BTC? No, I don't. I don't do any cryptocurrency at all. Who's the best dividend? Well, at this moment, it's Macy's. Sorry, it is. Macy's, Nordstrom's, Paramount. Those ones paying over 2% every week so far. All right. 1020. Comcast. Ooh. We all know who Comcast is, right? Can you show an example of Macy's, please? Big bike lights. Covered car. I missed the beginning. Are covered car parts of your dividend strategy? Well, I'm going to say covered calls, but yeah, they're part of my strategy. Yes. You know, I buy the stock and I sell the call closest to it. I've showed Macy's 4 times already tonight. I assume that you don't want to hold Boeing with all their problems regarding their cylinder. No, sorry. Boeing doesn't pay dividends. That's why I don't want to cover Boeing. Sorry. Hey, dumb college kid. Thanks for that. That was nice of you. Why do you do that? Uh-oh, why do I do what? Gallant, WBA, Walgreens. Okay, I don't know what you said. What about anchoring options so you don't have to buy equity? Okay. String cheeses. Tea with Marie, how are you doing? Do you have to own 100 shares for a covered call? Yes, Marie, okay. What's the purpose of covered call in relation to collecting dividends? That's a good question. There is no correlation between dividends and covered calls. But the trading strategy that I do, dividends for weekly cash flow, I use the dividend hold that thought. Okay? Each one of these dots right here, okay? Each one of these dots represents a company that have increased their dividends consistently. Okay? Now, the EX date is the little green dot. That's when they pay their dividend. That tells me when to buy the stock. So I buy it 2 weeks before the EX date. So right here, Bank Mellon, I want to buy that. See right here, the 27th, that's when they're paying their dividend. So I want to buy it 2 weeks before, on the 10th. Why? Because stocks have a tendency to go up just as the dividend's coming. That's the correlation. That's where it comes together. The dividend tells me when the stock is going to move. That's it. Stocks only move for 2 reasons. What's the purpose of covered calls in relation to dividend? That was it. Okay? The dividend tells me when the stock is going to move up. It's that simple. Okay? I buy the stock. Okay, here at PNC, the 17th. I want to buy it on the 3rd. Why? It's 2 weeks before. Okay, if I jump in and buy it on the 3rd, okay, let's say I buy it for $100. I sell someone the right to buy it from me for $400, exactly what I paid for it. And that gives me a premium. That premium is kind of like a non-refundable deposit. Imagine you have a car in your side yards and you want to get rid of it. So you slap a for sale sign on it. Some guy comes by and says, here's $100, hold it for me till Friday. Okay, it's a non-refundable deposit. So I buy it. Let's find out what it is. PNC. PNC. Okay, the 156. 57s. All right. If I buy it at 156.57, I can sell someone right to buy it from me at 155, collect $1.85. I'm going to lose a little bit. No, I don't want to do that one. The 157. This one here doesn't work. It's only giving 60 cents, which is not 1%. So let's find one that gives. All right, let's go back to Macy's because Macy's does give 1%. I keep coming back to this one. Okay. This is where it comes in. If Macy's has a dividend coming up, I want to buy it first thing in the morning, $19.48. That's the bid. Sorry, that's the ask. Sorry. The last trade, $19.40. The bid, $19.26. The ask, $19.48. I can pay $19.48 to buy the stock. Right? I will sell somebody to the right via a covered call. That means I buy the stock, I sell somebody the option to sell it at $19.50. I just bought it at $19.48. I sell it at $19.50. I collect 34 cents. That's 1.75% for 1 week. Actually, that's for 3 days because this is the close of today, Tuesday. So Wednesday, she opens up at this. I buy here. I sell there. I make 1.175% for 3 days. If it stays above $19.50, I'll be back into cash on Monday. That's the correlation. The dividend tells me when to buy the stock. If I have to hold on to it and capture the dividend, fine, I'll get you the dividend. But I'll catch the premiums also. What about anchoring options so you don't have to buy? Yeah, that's a different strategy, Big Bike Lens. Uh-oh. Hold on a second. After the dividend is paid, the stock's generally go down. That's correct. But before the dividend, the stocks have a tendency to go up. That's why I like to buy it before the dividend. MPW. Bubba, we did that this morning. Bought some MPW. MPW. All right. See where it's at right now? 428. A year ago, we're up over here, $8.50. The high of the year, $10.60. Okay? She went up, she came down, went up, came down, went up, came down, up, down, up, down, up, down. That's all they do. They go up, they go down. That's it. Your best bet is to get in a good place and never sell at a loss. Never buy something you don't want to hold long term. Never sell at a loss. Make sure there's 20 years or more of increased dividends and weekly options, and make sure the numbers work. The numbers. Okay? If I'm buying it at $4.32, I'm selling the $4.50, I'm collecting 12 cents. Okay? That is more than 1%. Okay? The question is, do I like this company? Do I want to own that company? Do I want to own that company for a long period of time if it goes down? Because it is going to go down. Okay? They go up, they go down. They go up, they go down. They go up, they go down. That's all they do. The best bet is to get in a good company that you don't mind owning for a long period of time. And just hold on to it. Alrighty? So what other questions we got? Isn't the dividend a factor in call option premium, though? No, not really. The dividend is a portion of the profit that goes back to the investors. Okay? Now, a little history lesson, if you may, might help you out with this one. The very first dividend stock was the VOC. That was in 1602. Now, in order for this company to raise the money that they needed, they literally went door to door, knocking on doors, you know. Hello, have I got a deal for you? Buy some of this company and we'll give you a portion of the profits. That was the pitch. Invest in this company and we'll share the profits with you. That was the pitch for the very first dividend stock in 1602. Okay, the Dutch East India Shipping Company, the biggest company to rule the 7 seas. They averaged 18% per year for 198 years. Before, what do we call it, corruption and mismanagement. Folded. 198 years, 18% was the average. The highest they ever paid, I think, was 78% for 1 year. But the average was 18% a year. What site is that? It's not a site. This is a trading platform on Charles Schwab. It's called Think or Swim. It was owned by TD Ameritrade, but TD Ameritrade got bought out by Charles Schwab recently. Next question. What happens if Macy's go down 20% the next day and was sold the call for 1950? MC 8080. All right, so here's a question. Get a little warm here. Air conditioning is the greatest thing in the world. What happens if the stock goes down? Well, I'm going to revert you back to rule 1 and rule 2. Rule 1, never buy something you don't want to hold long term. If it goes down, whoop-de-deal. Take a look at this right here. $10.50. I almost guarantee you somebody bought it at $10.50. Okay, $10.50. Look where it is now. The low of the year, $3. That's a 60% decrease. Okay, 60% decrease in less than a year. But then she went back up again. Now she's at 428. The question is, why buy something if you don't plan on holding it? We're going to take a look at WBA in a second. The dividend is factored into the option premium. No, it's not. I don't understand how there's arbitrage there. All right, user 54304, whatever. Okay. There was no such thing as arbitrage back in the 1600s. Okay, you buy a stock, you share in the profits. That's what it was. You share in the profits. Options didn't come into consideration until the 1970s. Okay, 1970s they came up with options. Dividend's been around since 1602. I don't know how you can get the two intermingled. What is this about UTA? I have no idea what UTA is. Dividends 100% calculated into option premium. Alrighty, fine. I'm not going to argue with you. Okay, it is what it is. You know, you can believe what you want. And that was MPW. Gallant, you want to look at Walgreens, WBA. All right, 1735. Not looking good. Not looking good, dude. Check it out. 1735. The 1750s are going for 12 cents. Not quite there. Okay. ULTA, the mega brand. Yeah. Google it. I'm trying to help you. ULTA. Well, all right. I like facts. Really, I do. I honestly like facts. Okay? Fact is, 1602, the very first dividend stock was sold. They went door to door, asking people, invest in this company, we'll share the profits. That's the first dividend stock that available to the public. And you can buy crap, but you had Visa. I had $14 strike price. Perfect. The company gave an emergency $2.50. I have no idea what that means. Okay, they do have they call it special dividends every once in a while. That's not predictable. That's not consistent. I don't do stuff like that. All right. So let's get back to at hand. Yeah, I need a stock symbol. But anyway, let's go back to what we were talking about. All right. Okay, so the fact is, okay, first dividend stock, 1602. Options didn't come available until, I believe it was 1973. Okay, 1602 to 1973. How can you possibly say that the dividend is factored into the option when there was a couple hundred years between 1602 and 1973? I'm not seeing the logic there. Okay, nowadays when the option week, hold on a second. Okay, the option week, let's take a look at Comcast. Wait, what date are we on? Let's go to, what is today? The 7th. Okay, MasterCard. Wait a minute. May, I want to go to May, sorry. May 7th. Intel. Intel was yesterday. INTC. $12, sorry, 12.5 cents. 30.77. All right. 30.77. I'm losing 22, 31, 18, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So, what you're trying to say, hypothetically, is that, it wouldn't be that one because the dividend was yesterday. That's not going to work. Let's go with, Pfizer. Pfizer, 42 cents. PFE, 27.50. All right. All right. See if I understand this correct, right? Pfizer, PFE. Today's date is the 7th. Okay? Pfizer, right there, PFE, on the 9th, which is not today, not tomorrow, but the next day. Pfizer, right there. Pfizer is paying out 42 cents a share. Okay? So, if that 42 cents a share is factored in to the dividend, let's go find out exactly what that means. Okay. I could buy Pfizer tomorrow morning at $27.50. See that price right there? $27.50. Look at here. The $27.50 is going for 30 cents. 30 cents. Clear that. 0.3 divide by 27.50 equals 1.09%. How do you tell me that the dividend's factored into that? Now, if I buy it tomorrow morning, $27.50, I can get 1.09% by Friday. All right, and I can also collect the 42-cent dividend on Thursday. So let's throw that 42 cents in there also. Okay, 30 cents. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, right? The premium for the $27.50 is 30 cents, over 1%. Okay, we put that point there. Okay, then I want to add the dividend, which again was 42 cents plus 42. So now my profit for the week. This is my profit for the week. If I buy it tomorrow morning, I'm collecting the dividend right here, 42 cents, because the dividend is on Thursday. That's 42 cents. I'm also buying it at the stock at $27.50, and the $27.50 is going for 30 cents. So you add the 30 cents to the 42 cents. Now I'm collecting 72 cents just for this week. What does that come up to? 72 cents. I'm going to divide it by the purchase price, $27.50, 27.5, and that comes a grand total of 2.61% for 3 days. Okay, tomorrow's Wednesday. 27.50, 27.50, 30 cents. Okay, the 9th of May, 2024, Pfizer, 42 cents. Add them together. How can you tell me that the dividend is added into the option's added into the dividend? Or the dividend's added into the option? Because the dividend's 42 cents. Okay? And the premium, the option, is 30 cents. If the dividend, 42 cents, is added into the option, 30 cents, I'd have a negative number. Okay? So I prefer facts. Okay? Options didn't come available until 1973. Dividends have been around since 1602. Okay? Don't listen to me. What the hell do I know? Do your own research. When were the first options on stocks available? Go to Google. They know. Or Bing. They might know. Okay? When was the first dividend stock? VOC, 1602. All right. That being said, let's get off of that horse and jump onto something else. Next on the list, Marvell. MRVL. MRVL. 68.68. Ooh, check that out. 68.95. I'm going to look at the 69. The 69 is going for 89 cents. That's well over 1%. Again, well over 1%. What other question do we have? Emergency events, yep. My strike price check, yep, whatever. Uh-oh. I missed all these questions. Sorry, guys. How is this confusing? It's confusing your question. I'm not 100% sure it is. Sir, just educate yourself. Google effect of option on the dividend. Yeah, okay, whatever. Wait a minute. What did I say? Effect of option on dividend. What does that have to do with it? Nike. Go on. You want to take a look at Nikes now? I'm curious. How's the strike price change as well? The strike prices don't change. Okay, here's the strike prices. Okay, each stock has a different strike price. This one is $1 increments, 62, 63, 64, 65, so on and so forth. Okay, some of them have $5 increments, 65, 70, 75, 80. Some are $2.50, 62.50, 65, 67.50, 70, so on and so forth. Okay, some are $10 strikes, 100, 110, 120, so on and so forth. It all depends on the price of the stock. The price of the stock will tell you what increments the dividend, the strike prices are going to be. Okay, you just go to the closest one. If I'm buying it at $68.95, the closest strike price to that is going to be 69. Okay, and the 69 is selling for 89 cents. That's more than 1%. And then we want to take a look at the chart. What does the chart look like? Well, a year ago, it was at the bottom, somewhere around 40 bucks. That was a year ago. She went up, she pulled back, went up, down, and then in mid-November, she's at 46. And then she shoots up, comes back, up, down, but she finally ends up around 86. That's the high of the year. Okay, it's the first thing I want to see. The high, the low, where was it a year ago, where is it now? All right, fine. We already checked the numbers already work. So let's see what the charts look like. Okay, a year ago, we're at 40.85. The high of the year, 85.76. The last 90 days. Okay, 90 days ago, we opened up at 67.67. The high was 85.76. The low was on, 2 weeks ago? And that was 61.72. Okay, let's look at the last 30 days. Uh-oh. All right, the battery's getting low, so as soon as the battery's low, we're going to call it quits. Sorry, this is what it is. What do we got here? Welcome, you have a live chat. Remember to guard your privacy, abide by our community rules. Cool, that works. All right, so 30 days ago, we have a triple top. A triple top. You don't have those that often. Let me read it to you. Okay, 74.08, 74.06, 74.04. Okay, that's pretty much a triple top. A week later, you're at the bottom. Okay, so you triple top here 30 days ago. On the 22nd, you had the 30-day bottom. From there, she went up. Pulled back, she went up again. Now we're at 68.68. Where's it going next? I don't know. Well, let's find out what it looks like. Seasonality, like what is seasonality? That's just what does it do normally. Okay? The blue line represents this year. This is what the stock has done this year, right here. The red line, January 1st to December 31st, is 10 years average movement. Okay, 10 years average movement. Okay, so what is it going to do right about now? The next couple of weeks, it's going to go flat. Okay, no big up movements, no big down movements, just kind of flat. Nothing to write home about. Okay, so the 68.95, the 69 is going for 89. What does that look like, Claire? 89. When divided by the purchase price, 68.95 gives me a grand total of 1.3%. Okay, that's marble. If you like marbles, that's the question. Do I like the company? Do I want to own it? Okay, And do I want to hold on to it? Because they have weekly options. You can do this every week. I assume that you don't want to hold Boeing. Yeah, we already did that question. I'm curious how the strike price changed as well. The strike prices don't change. Lance, we'll take a look at Nike in a little bit. Stock was Ford, Nike. Sounds windy. Is the fan pointed at the phone? Yes, the fan is pointed at the phone because one of the phones overheated. For which option expiration date? Drunk college kid, I'm not quite sure which one you're talking about. My strike price was changed from 15 to a random 14.2. Oh, that. Yeah, well, that happens when they do special dividends. Okay, they're weird numbers. But eventually it goes back to normal. Did you get the dividend from owning the stock or selling it? You only get the dividend if you own the stock. Lance, we're going to take a look at Nike. Hold on a second. Go to Ford options. Yeah, it'll say whatever. Yeah, I know what you mean. I've seen it before. It happened to me when I had Ford. Corey, you're new here. How do you get more dividends other than buying? You don't. Okay, you only get dividends if you own the stock. Okay, part of the perk of owning the stock is getting a dividend. We're below 50 people. You know, I like to reboot when that happens. Okay, so let's reboot. All right, here we go. Try this again. Don't go anywhere. Ivy, you still there? All right, we're going to try rebooting one more time. That was Marvel. WBD. WBD. What is this one? Warner Brothers. Ooh, okay. 78. How can you go wrong there? Holy cow. That can't be right. Okay. All right, look at that. We're back again. All righty. Walter's here. Scotty's here. Welcome back. 186. Hey there. Hi there. Ho there. We're getting ready to go. Look what I found while you guys were gone. Righty. 44. Yeah, I don't like it when it drops below 60. Okay, when I do that, I just reboot and then got up to a couple hundred then. 65. Look, it's already up higher. What'd you find? I found Warner Brothers. You're going to like this one. Okay, you ready for this one? Warner Brothers. WBD, Warner Brothers. Somebody brought this one up yesterday. All right, now, a year ago, we're at 1350. Went all the way up to 1460, okay, and then dropped last week just below 740. All right, big drop. Not a big deal. I like Warner Brothers. Okay, they've been around for a while. Yep, I found Warner Brothers. Thought you might like it. Hey, thanks, Roscoe. Gallant, we're going to get for it. Oh, they don't have any dividends. Ah, damn. Really? WBD. No dividends. Ah, sorry, Roscoe. Warner Brothers doesn't have dividends. But I like the premiums. Okay, this is what, for those of you guys who don't like dividends, take a look at this one. Warner Brothers. Last 30 days. Okay? Last 30 days. Look at this. Your 30-day high was 30 days ago. Your 30-day bottom was 4 days ago. Okay? She bounced off that. Now it's sitting at 777. Look at this. I could buy it at $7.81, sell the $8, and get 25 cents a share. You want to know what that is? Let's bring up the calculator. Okay, 0.25, divide that by the purchase price, $7.81, gives me a whopping return of 3.2%. But they don't have dividends, so it's not on my list. Sorry. Uh-oh. All right, that YouTube turned off. All right, so yeah, although the numbers look great, they don't have dividends, so it's a no to me. How much do I need to get started and make a full-time job? All right, Bubba, that's totally up to you, okay? Because whatever you have to work with, you think about 1%, all right? Work the equation backwards. Figure out how much money you need on a monthly basis. There's a huge difference, Bubba, between needing and wanting, okay? There's only 3 necessities in life: food, shelter, clothing, okay? So your cell phone, no. Your car, no. Okay, trips to the bar, no. Lap dances, no. All that other stuff is perks, you know. Necessities, there's only 3: food, shelter, clothing. Figure out what you need. Work the equation backwards. Once you figure out what you need on a monthly basis, then you do a little bit of fancy math, because 1% of whatever you make, or 1% of whatever you have, rough, and it's not guaranteed. This is not guaranteed by all means. In fact, I tell people, do your own research. Don't listen to me. What the hell do I know? I don't know anything. I didn't go to college. I drove by college. I don't know if that counts. Does it count if you drive by a college? I went to Harvard and I went to MIT. Okay, I went to Harvard, put together a pool table in the rec room. I went to MIT to give a talk on. Well, I got asked to go to MIT to give a talk on investing. Never actually got to go because they had that pandemic thing happen. But anyway, I got invited, but I didn't go. That's as close as I ever got to going to college. Okay. Are there any 10% dividend stocks that are low or medium risk? 10% dividend stocks. Well, I believe we looked at one last night. It pays a monthly dividend, and they were giving 11.6 for the year. 11.6 for the year. What is it? QYLD. I think it was QYLD. Gives 11.6% for the year. If that's what you're okay with, fine. Nike. All right, come on. I told you we'll take a look at Nike. NKE. Wait, we didn't finish up with WBA. Walgreens. Let's do Walgreens first, then we'll do Nike. Now look at that. We're up to 200 people again. Okay, so I'm going to do Walgreens first, and then we're going to take a look at Nike. Okay? All right. Walgreens. $17.35. Check it out. $17.35, so I can buy it for tomorrow morning. 17 is going 41 cents. Not quite there. What am I making? 6 cents off of that one? Yeah, it ain't worth it. The 17.50s, 12 cents. No, that ain't worth it either. So that was pretty quick on Walgreens. Now we'll take a look at Nike. NKE. 93.80. 93.80. So we'll be looking at the 94s. Okay, Gallant, I don't know what you like about that, dude. Seriously. If I buy it at $93.80, I sell the 94s. I'm only collecting 63 cents a share. That's not 1%. Do I trade futures? Not anymore, I don't. I used to years ago. But it was too much of an effort. This is easier. Okay, easier, safer, and predictable. There's no predictability in futures. No consistency. ALT. $7.26. The 750s go, 35. I bet you they don't have dividends. Let's check. Let's go over to Yahoo Finance. Put in ALT. Now, how many dividends can a company pay at $7.50 a share? Oh, look at that. No dividends. Okay, no dividends. So why would I do it? Okay, so the question is to you, young sir. Okay, why would you not? Now, you may think it's a great deal. You may like it. Okay, fine. But what if the stock goes down? Oh, wait a second. Look, it did go down. Okay, it was a year ago. All right, check it out. A year ago, we're at what was that, 580? A year ago, 580. She drops down to 2.25 by October. From there, she shoots up to 13. From $2.25, shoots up to 13 in a couple of months. Pulls back down to 8, shoots up to 15. Pulls back down to 6.25. Okay? It goes up, it comes down. It goes up, it comes down. You're making your money when it goes to the upside, but you got to know when and how to read the chart and why. So when the stock comes down from 15 down to 7, you're not earning anything. Nothing is coming in. That's why I like stocks that pay a dividend and consistently increase the dividends. Because if I'm holding this for a couple of years and I'm not getting a dividend, what the hell's the point? I assume you do daily trading. No, I don't. Sorry. How do you start? You just jump on in. PFE and Verizon. We looked at Pfizer, but not quite 10%. Okay. Well, PFE, we looked at that a little while ago. 27.77 and the 28th was 7 cents. All right. Pfizer. Okay, we looked at Pfizer. Okay, this was that example I was giving you. I gave this example a little while ago. 27.50. Okay, I can buy it tomorrow morning, 27.50. I can sell at 27.50, collect 30 cents. That's over 1%. And today is the 7th. See down here in the cap in the back 1.25? It's the 7th. We come up to here, right there, and Pfizer is paying out their dividend. Not paying the dividend. The EX date is the 7th. It's the 9th. Okay, the announcement date is 24th. The EX date the 9th. The dividend date of record the 10th, and then you actually get your check on the 14th of next month. There's 4 dates you got to remember: the announcement date, the EX date, the date of record, and then the payment date. I also own tons of Verizon for years. All right, I don't know why. Let's take a look at Verizon. VZ. Okay, Verizon, 39.31. The 39.50s are going for 15 cents. That's not even 0.5%. Sorry. Verizon once in a while does pay a decent premium, but not here. And then look at the chart. Look where we are. Interesting. Check it out. You got your 30-day high here, your 30-day bottom there. Okay? From the 30-day bottom, she went up, pulled back, okay? And 3 days to the upside. 1, 2, 3. Great time to jump in. However, the numbers don't work. Okay? Not even 1%. Not even 0.5%. Sorry, not even 0.5%. Why would I do it? It's going to be part of that video I'm going to do. What were you thinking? All right, it's 11 o'clock. We got another half hour to go. Question. I'm new to this. Can you give a brief recall on your investment strategy? Sure. If you buy 1 day before the EX date, do you get the dividend? Yes, you do. I was looking at 517 for Nike. All right, Gallant. NKE. $17. The 94. All right, so the 94, okay, 93.80. The 94 is going for $1.33. So $1.33. $1.33. I'm going to divide it by the purchase price, 93.80. Okay, the purchase price, 93.80. The 94, the premium is 133. That's 1.4% for 2 weeks. Okay, so 1.4% for 2 weeks. Divide it out, it's 0.75%. Not even 0.75% per week. Less than 1. Have you done win? Yes, we did. All right, conservative. No, it's not. It's day. It's on or before the EX date. So you can buy it first thing in the morning and still qualify for the dividend, as long as you own the stock on the date of record, which is usually the day after the EX date. Can you lose a lot of money doing covered calls, Bubba? The only time you lose money. Okay, hold on a second. Now, I'm going to be totally honest with you, Bubba. You can lose money. You can lose money. If you bought 93.80 and you sold it for $90 or 92 or 89 or 73, if you sell it for less than what you paid for it, yeah, you can lose. But if you buy it at 93.80 and did absolutely nothing but collect dividends for the rest of your life, you never lose until you sell for less than what you paid for it. Rule number 1, never buy something you don't want to hold long term. Rule number 2, never sell at a loss. Only way you could lose money if the stock goes down. It doesn't really matter if the stock goes down. If you buy it at 93.80, let's say you buy 1,000 shares, what is the dividend on Nike? Hold on a second. Right there. 37 cents. Okay, here's the dividend right here. 37 cents. Okay, let's say, Bubba, hypothetically, you buy 1,000 shares. Okay, let's say you buy 1,000 shares at 93.80. 1,000 shares. You get to collect $37 or 37 cents a share, right? 37 cents a share multiplied by 1,000 is $370. Okay, so let's say hypothetically the stock is at 125. You have 1,000 shares. What do you collect? $370. What happens when the stock drops down to 83 bucks? What are you collecting? $370. It doesn't matter. Once you buy the stock, it doesn't matter what the price is. If you never sell at a loss, you have 1,000 shares, and the dividend is 37 cents. You're collecting $370 every 90 days. Okay? If it's at 127, you're still collecting $370. If it dropped down to the low of the year, 88, you're still collecting $370. The value of the dividend doesn't change based on the price. It's earnings per share. It doesn't say percentage of earnings per share. No. If you buy the stock at 127, okay, and you own 1,000 shares, you're getting $370 because the dividend is 37 cents per share. Poor man's cover call. Yep, I do. Oh, thanks for that, Capri Sun. That was nice of you. James, can you please explain how to read charts? What should I pay attention to before I jump in? Oh, that's an easy one. Check out Starbucks. I already did that. Hungry? Ooh, what are you making?
Let's take us here. That's
Cake and ice cream?
Nope.
Damn it. My son came in and asked me if I was hungry. Yeah, cake and ice cream. How to read charts? Oh, simple. How to read charts? Really easy. A year ago, okay, to the left. Now it looks different because of your because the screen looks backward. But this screen here is live on YouTube. Okay, it goes from left to right. Okay, this is a 1-year chart. Okay, so 1 year ago today is May 7th, 2023. Okay, today, May 7th, 2024. Okay? Now, if we go to a 90-day chart, okay, the far left is 90 days ago. Far right is today. Okay, first thing I want to look at, where's the high? Where's the low? Where was it? Where is it? No matter how much time you're looking at. If I'm looking at a 1-year chart, don't care. Where's the high? Where's the low? Where was it? Where is it? Okay. 30-day chart. Same thing. Where's the high? Where's the low? Where was it? Where is it? Simple enough. There's that part. Next part you want to look at these little things right here. These are what we call candlesticks because they basically look like a candle. See the wick at the top? But these candles have a wick at the bottom. Okay, well, the wick, okay, the top of the wick is the high of the day. The bottom of the wick is the low of the day. Now, when they're red, that means it's a down day. When they're green, it means it's an up day. All right, so on an up day, the bottom horizontal line, or the bottom of the candle, is the opening of the day. The top of the candle, okay, is the close of the day. Right? Now, a red day or a down day, the top of the candle is the opening of the day, and the bottom of the candle is the low of the day. Right? So that's candlesticks. Okay, so you're going to run into basically just three charts. You're going to like two of them. The third one you're not going to like. Okay, the second one is a bar chart. Exact same thing. You got the vertical line, okay? The top of the vertical line is the high of the day. The bottom of the vertical line is the low of the day. The line on the left, the horizontal line on the left, is the opening of the day. The horizontal line on the right is the close of the day. Okay? All the same. The green ones, same thing. High, low, opening, close. Right? Now this is a chart you're not going to like. That one. Okay? Green means it's going up. Red means it's going down. Green, battery low. Okay, so I'm going to keep going until the battery dies. Okay, it's at 10%. So when I cut off abruptly, that means the battery died. What's the? I have no idea what the is, T-H-A. What the? Okay, so green, up, red, down. Up, down, down, up, down. Yeah, okay, yeah. I don't like that one at all. You like that? Middle time. All right, so we can get out of that one. All right. Just when your live froze. Sorry. Thank you for explanation. You got it. Hey, we got someone over here on Instagram. Come and say hi. YouTube shut down. Phone overheated. I even had the fan blowing on the phone and it's still overheated. Are you a day trader? No, I'm not. I'm a weekly trader. Oh, they can call it swing trading. Estee Lauder. Come on. You want to take a look at Estee Lauder? Client has a new girlfriend. So he want to say, hey, my new girlfriend's going to want some makeup. So I want to make sure I get some of my money back for the dividend. Allegiant. Ooh, I need a ticker symbol. Okay, Estee Lauder. 129.64. The closest strike price is going to be the 130. Check it out. $2.30. That's more than 1%. Great. So I like the numbers. Now let's take a look at the chart. What's the difference between? Do you think Starbucks is a good stock to hold? Simone, I can't tell you that one because I have no idea what your goals are. What about THS? Never heard of them. Anyone get options on Starbucks? I do. Can you please explain a day trader and weekly trader? Well, a day trader, okay, first of all, if you're going to be a day trader, you need at least $25,000, bare minimum. You can't day trade unless you get 25 grand, okay? Weekly trader, I buy on Mondays and sell on Fridays. Day trader can every day. Ribbons, no. Tilray, never heard of them. Treehouse Food, never heard of them. What are the options on Cisco? Cisco's a no. What about Tesla? That's a no. Okay, dividend stocks. Tesla doesn't pay dividends. That's a no. Canoo, never heard of them. And get what? I mean, I gotta go back. I did that. BA's a no. Same expiration. Nope. Came out. All right, hold on. Get ready to lose 25 grand. Yeah, that's funny. Do you think that? No, I have no idea. Dividend stocks, 86. I'm trying something new here, and I'm still trying to figure out unless I get it finally. Why not? You're back again. Dude, I told you. Give me a phone call. I mean, give me your number. I will give you a phone call, and I will chat with you, and I'll show you exactly how it works. It's really not that difficult. It was created for a 9-year-old little girl. It was simple, safe, predictable, consistent. No way to lose. That's the criteria I had to come up with. Never buy something you don't want to own long term. Never settle at a loss. Make sure there's 20 years of increased dividends, weekly options, and make sure the numbers work. A 9-year-old girl could figure it out. I have confidence in you. Lost dog. What was the number one rule? To keep notes for myself as I'm learning. That's a good one. Why did you know on Cisco? All right, well, let's take a look at Cisco. Coca-Cola's a no. CSCO. Cisco Systems. CSCO. They started paying dividends in 2011. We're in 2014. Let's do the math a little bit. Is that 20 years of increased dividends? No, it's not. There's your answer. But we'll take a look at it anyway. So CSCO, 47.37. So I'm looking at the 47.50s, $1.22. Wait a minute, that's not the right one. Sorry, wait a second. $47.50, 19 cents. Sorry, not even 1%. But if you want to go out to next week, right, next week, the 47.50s are paying 122. And that's 2%. So 2% for next week. That means 1% for this week and for next week. So let's take a look at that one. All right, why not? All right, so let's take a look at the chart. A year ago today, right around 45.50, okay? Shoots on up to 58.20, somewhere in that area. Pulls back down to 46, November, all right? Back up to 52, that's what they do. Look, it goes up, it comes down. It goes up, it comes down. It goes up, it comes down. That's all it does. The idea is to when you jump in, look at where it is right now. Okay, I like that. So let's take a better look. Okay, a year ago, we're at 45.86. Topped out the year at 58.13, and that was the end of August. Finished out the year at $50.45. Okay, 90 days ago. So 3 months ago. 3 months ago, we're at $50. Okay? She comes down, she goes up. 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 She comes down. And now we're on an uptrend. Okay? I don't know why people make a big deal of, well, what's the stock goes down? All stocks go down. They all do. You name me one stock that went up and never came back down again. Name me one. And don't say Berkshire Hathaway. But Berkshire Hathaway went up and then it came back down again. And then went up again and then it came back. Yeah, they all do the same thing. Okay, so a year ago we opened, sorry, 90, we're looking at the 90-day chart, 90 days ago. 90 days ago, we opened up at 50, $50.30. Drop down to $47.66, back up to $50.58, back down to $47.94, back up to 50, and then she finds a 90-day bottom right here on the 2nd of May. That was just a couple of days ago. So let's take a look at the last 30 days. Okay, so 30 days ago, here we are, 48.20. Okay, she shoots on out to make a 30-day high at $50.20. That's the 30-day high. And then look, she comes down to make the 30-day bottom 3 days ago. Your 30-day high comes down to make a 30-day bottom. At the 30-day bottom, 3 days to the upside. Friday, Monday, Tuesday. See that right there? 3 days to the upside. Okay, so we're sitting at 47.28. What does the stock normally do this time of year? This time of year, okay, you really can't mistake that for anything. Here's the blue, represents this year. Here's the red. Basically sideways, but at a slight upward tilt to it. See that? Slight upward. Okay, good. Good time to jump in. Okay, so if I jumped in tomorrow morning, okay, 47.37. What is the closest strike price to 47.37? That would be the 47.50s. The 47.50s this week, no, doesn't make it. But next week, look at it, $1.22. So let's check it out. We got $1.22. Whoops. $1.22, and I'm going to divide that by the purchase price, 47.37. Whoops. All right, let's try that one. Let's try it again. $1.22 divided by 47.37 comes to a grand total of, check it out, 2.57. Okay, 2.57% for 2 weeks. You divide that in half, that's 1.3 a week. 1.3 for this week, 1.3 for next week, comes to 2.5. But you gotta like the stock. Okay? Do you like Cisco? Okay? So there's the question. Do I like Cisco? Do I want to own it? Do I want to own it for the long term? If it goes down, well, what is it doing? Look, the 30-day high was here 30 days ago. Well, 29 days ago, 30-day high. And then she drops 4 days ago to the 30-day bottom. So here's your 30-day top, your 30-day bottom, 3 days to the upside. Lovely time to jump in. But don't listen to me. What the hell do I know? Do your own research. Does this make sense? Do you like Cisco Systems? Okay, there's 2 Ciscos. Okay, CSCO and SYY. Okay, so make sure if you're thinking, hey, what's Cisco with? It's the right one. SYY is Cisco, and SCSO is Cisco also. 2 different companies. Okay, but ask yourself the question, do I like it? Do I want to own it? Am I okay with it? Okay, what if it goes down? Okay, number one, never buy something you don't want to own long term because it just might go down. Yeah, it had a 30-day bottom 4 days ago, and it's 3 days to the upside. That doesn't mean anything other than that was the 30-day bottom, and now it's 3 days to the upside. That's all it means. Could it go up? Yes, it could. Will it? I don't know. It's not guaranteed, but there's a probability by looking at the charts, because that's all they do. They go up and they go down. They go up and they go down. And now it's going to the upside. And it's going to continue to go to the upside until we, the buyers and sellers, say, wait a second, okay, that's too expensive. I don't want it. I want to take my profits. Where's that going to be? Hell do I know. I have no idea. But I do know 3 days ago was the 30-day bottom. What happens with 30-day bottom? Doesn't stay bottom for long because the stocks go back up again. Because I'm saying, wait a second, Cisco at 46.50? Oh, hell yeah, it's a good deal. You have to ask that question yourself. I can't answer that for you. Alrighty, that's Cisco. And yeah, the 2 weeks out. That does sound like a good deal. But I'm not telling you to do it. I'm telling you to do your own research and figure out if that's a good deal for you. Okay? Alright, what else do we got? Ooh, I'm missing something. I'm 24, I have 31,000 in stocks. Is it good? Well, at 24, yeah, it's good. I'm planning to reach 70 this year. Well, that's good too. Can you, I missed some of these questions. No, never came back down. GE never came back down. Really? You saying General Electric never came down? All right, hold on a second. Interesting. I'm waiting for the data to load because Thinkorswim only shows 1 year of a chart. If I had to beg and plead for you, oh, see, imagine that. I'm going to show you something that's not loading. It's not loading. It's not loading. Here we go. It is buffering. It's buffering. We end up looking at GE for the rest of the night because it's not doing what I want it to do. I know. So KK said GE went up and never came back down again. All right. 1986. He needed to go. Definitely so. All right. Blah, blah, blah. What's your best dividend stock? In my opinion. Okay. Thanks for the review. I mean what? BTC rolling over. Okay. GE was POS for years. Okay. SoFi is a no. GE did a big crash in 09. Oh, yeah, I was going to get to that. And the chart's not uploading. How much money do you manage? Enough. You're cutting in and out. Sorry about that. My battery's going to die pretty soon. I'm going to see if I can get this done before. Alrighty, so I don't know about you guys, but here, high for General Electric, and look, 150. Then it dropped down to like 45. Then it went up, then it came back to like 30 something. Okay, so in 2016 it was 149. Okay, 2018 it was 33. So please explain to me, if GE never went down, how can you explain going from 150 down to 33. How is that not going down? It all depends. Okay, yeah, maybe it went up this year and didn't come down this year. Okay, let's go. What are we looking at? But in actuality, if you look at it on the 26th, here it is, 155. Okay, 2 weeks later, it's down to 148. Yeah, it went up and it came back down again. And then it went up again. Okay, it's going to go up and then it's going to come back down again. Options on the ticker for DEE. Is it better to invest in index fund or single stock? Brian, I have no idea who you are. I have no idea what your goals are. I have no idea what your plan is. I cannot answer that question for you. Okay? I just show people what I do. I buy a dividend stock. I collect a safe, secure, predictable, consistent 1% per week. That's my goal. You want to do ETFs? You want to do indices? Hey, that's perfectly good. If it works for you, stick with it. Don't change. That's all I got to say. Okay, let's get rid of GE. What are we looking at now? Somebody mentioned something. Estee Lauder, 517. All right, come on, we'll take a look at it. Okay, 129.50 to the 130s. The 130s are going for 230. Clear. $2.30. I'm going to divide it by 129.64. Comes to a grand total of 1.7. Sorry, Gallant. 1.7 for 2 weeks is still less than 1% per week. Sorry, math doesn't lie. Sorry, Gallant. It is what it is. Somebody want me to look at, what was that? DEE? Really? What is DEE? All right, this is going to be the last one for the day. I do have, it has no options, dude. Sorry. Look at what we're bringing in. Nothing. I'm going to call it a day. My feet are killing me. I liked it better when I was sitting on the couch back in Boston. That being said, we're going to call it a night. Okay, we got a couple of good stocks. Okay, took a look at a couple of good stocks. We had to throw out a couple of people because they weren't behaving themselves. It is what it is. You don't behave yourself, you get booted. It's really that simple. I assume you don't like what I waved at that point. Hey, Julie, nice to see you. You didn't say hi all night. No questions, Julie? You good? All right. All right, you guys, I'll catch you later, and we'll see you again tomorrow. Dividend investing for weekly cash flow. Period. Looking for a safe, secure, predictable, and consistent 1% per week. Period. I know you won't leave me. I refuse.